Whispering Dolls. I'm sprawled on a lumpy couch in a split-level house on Cedar Lane, Des Moines, Iowa. The air cool, stale, smelling of dusty curtains and something sour, like milk curdling in the shadows, the stench twisting my gut, making my eyes sting. The grandfather clock ticks, its pendulum creaking, casting long shadows across the shag carpet. My Nokia flip phone silent on the coffee table, its battery flickering. Each tick a needle in my chest. It's June 10th, 2011, 9:45 p.m. My babysitting gig for the Thompsons' kids, Lily, 8, and Max, 5, almost done. My hands tired from playing tag, mind frayed from dodging college applications and my mom's lectures about my aimless life. The kids are asleep upstairs, their snores soft through the baby monitor, but my heart's pounding, skin prickling like ants under it, because something feels off. I've been babysitting here for months, since February 2011, after meeting Mrs. Thompson at a church bake sale. She's sweet, always leaving cookies, but her doll collection, dozens of porcelain figures on shelves, gives me the creeps, their glass eyes glinting, lips too red. Tonight, the house feels alive, the air heavy, like it's watching me. When I hear a whisper from the living room, my blood freezes, my breath shallow, like the air's turned to fog. It's faint, a child's voice, not Lily or Max, saying my name. Sarah. Timestamped on the baby monitor, June 10th, 2011, 9:30 p.m. The sound hissing, like breath through cracked porcelain. I check the monitor, hands trembling, but it's just static, the kid's still snoring. Then it comes again, louder, from the doll shelves. My name woven into giggles, high-pitched, not human, smelling of dust and something rotten, like teeth decaying. I tiptoe to the shelves, heart hammering, and the doll's head turns slow, jerky, its glass eyes locking on mine, lips parting, whispering, "Sarah, stay." I stumble back, knocking over a lamp, the crash echoing, but the dolls keep whispering, their voices layering, chanting my secrets, skipping class, lying to my mom about my grades, my fear of being stuck in Des Moines forever. My friend, Emma, calls my phone, her voice shaky. "Sarah, I saw someone outside the Thompsons' house watching." It's timestamped June 9th, 2011, 11 p.m. A blurry photo of the window, my silhouette inside, a doll's face pressed against the glass, my name scratched into the frame, dust swirling, forming letters that pulse alive. The air chokes me, clock groaning like a dying beast, shadows stretching, doll hands twitching, fingers glinting like tiny knives. My name in their whispers, cold, hungry. I check the front door. It's locked, but scratches mark the wood, deep, fresh, like claws. A shadow flickers outside. A child's shape, too small, too still, eyes glowing like glass, lips moving, whispering my name. I dial the Thompsons' landline, fingers fumbling, but Mrs. Thompson's voice crackles. "Sarah, don't touch the dolls." Her tone sharp, not her usual warmth. My phone buzzes, a voicemail from an unknown number, the same child's voice chanting my name, mixed with Lily's snores, recorded upstairs, inside the house. My skin burns, pinpricks opening on my arms, blood seeping, like the dolls' whispers carving into my flesh, my pulse a drumbeat of their giggles. Emma texts, "I'm coming over." But the monitor screeches, showing Lily's room, a doll on her bed, its head turning, my name in its eyes. The house hums, walls vibrating, shadows curling into tiny hands, reaching, my name in their grip, my thoughts fraying. My dad's disappointment, failing my finals, my fears of fading into this town, pulling me deeper. The dolls' whispers a trap I can't escape, my curiosity binding me to their hunger. I'm shaking, pacing the kitchen, the dolls' whispers louder, seeping through the walls, my name a chorus, sharp, like glass shards in my ears. It's 10:15 p.m., the kid's still asleep, but the baby monitor hums, showing Max's room, a doll on his pillow, its porcelain fingers twitching, my name scratched into the headboard, dust swirling alive. I grab a flashlight, heart pounding, and creep upstairs, the stairs creaking, air thick with that rotten smell, like teeth rotting in the dark. Lily's room is cold, her blankets tossed, a doll at her feet, its eyes glowing, whispering, "Sarah, you're ours." I snatch it, its porcelain burning my hands, cracks forming, blood oozing from its lips, my name in the stains. I run to Max's room, find another doll, its head tilted, my name carved into its chest, dust pulsing, forming my face. I call Emma, voice trembling. "These dolls aren't normal." She's skeptical. "You're stressed, Sarah. It's just toys." I know it's paranormal. The doll's alive. Their whispers not human, tied to something older, hungrier, something that knows me too well. I search the house, finding a locked closet in the basement, the door scratched, my name in the wood, dust hissing, spelling "stay." I pry it open, flashlight shaking, revealing shelves of dolls, their eyes glowing, heads turning, whispering my secrets, my fights with Emma, my fear of being alone, my lies about my future. A notebook inside lists names, dates, babysitters from years back, all crossed out. My name last, timestamp June 10th, 2011. In red ink, dripping like blood. Emma arrives, banging the door, her voice frantic. "Sarah, let me in." But the doll's whispers drown her out, their eyes following me, lips moving, my name a chant. I show her the notebook, her face paling. "This is crazy. We need to tell someone." But the police won't believe this, I know it. Cops in Des Moines don't buy haunted dolls. The air grows colder, dolls shifting on shelves, their porcelain cracking, blood seeping. My name in the ooze, the house alive, pulling me in, my curiosity a chain. The doll's hunger growing, my thoughts unraveling, my life exposed. Their whispers a cage. It's 11:30 p.m. The doll's whispers deafening, the house shaking, walls cracking, dust swirling, forming faces, Lily Max, Emma, eyes glowing, mouths chanting my name. I drag Emma to the living room, showing her the dolls, now moving, crawling, their porcelain limbs jerky, blood dripping, my name in their steps. She screams, "This isn't real." But a doll lunges, its tiny teeth sinking into her arm, blood streaming, my name carved in the wound. We call the police, my voice shaking, but Officer Daniels, a gruff man on the landline, laughs. "Kids' toys? File a report tomorrow." I try Mrs. Thompson again, her voice cold. "You opened the closet, Sarah. You shouldn't have." The dolls grow stronger, their whispers a roar, my name pulsing in the air. The house's lights flickering, shadows forming claws, teeth glinting, my name in their bite. Emma and I barricade the kids' rooms, their snores uneven, dolls piling at the doors, scratching, blood seeping under, spelling my name. I find a priest's number in the Thompsons' address book, Father Malone, and call, begging him to come. He arrives at 1 a.m., June 11th, 2011, his face skeptical, but the dolls swarm, their teeth snapping, blood dripping, my name in their eyes. He chants prayers, but the dolls laugh, their voices echoing my secrets, my fears, proving they're not just toys. There's something ancient, feeding on me. Emma, bleeding, snaps. "We need to burn them." But the dolls' teeth grow, their bodies cracking, blood pooling, my name in the flood, the house shaking, walls bleeding, my thoughts, my mom's worry, my failures, my isolation, fueling their power. Father Malone flees, shouting, "This is beyond me," leaving us alone. The dolls unstoppable, their whispers a scream, my name a chain, locking us into the fight. The kids waking, screaming, their eyes reflecting my name, blood red alive. It's 2:15 a.m. The dolls crawling, their teeth chattering, blood streaming, the house a maze of shadows, my name in every corner, pulsing alive. Emma and I grab the kids, Lily crying, Max clinging, and run to the basement, dolls swarming, their claws slashing, blood splattering, my name in the wounds. We find an old furnace, its flames weak, and I throw dolls inside, their porcelain melting, screams echoing my name, but more come, their teeth sinking into my legs, blood pooling, my name carved in my flesh. Emma swings a pipe, smashing dolls, their heads cracking, blood hissing, but they reform, their whispers louder, my secrets, my lies, my fears, feeding them. I find a doll with my face Dawn breaks June 11th, 2011, 5:30 a.m. The house silent. Des Moines skyline gray, trembling, soaked in blood, legs scarred, arms raw, my name fading. Neighbors stare, whispering crazy girl. Their eyes dark, dust slithering in their gazes. My arms are bandaged when, blood leaking, staining my jacket, scars pulsing. I crash at Emma's, the city humming, her voice faint. You're safe. But a doll's eye glints in my bag, my name scratched on it, whispering softly. I smash it, but the shards form my name, blood red, pulsing, the whispers waiting forever. The shadow's hands. I'm curled up on a sagging recliner in a ranch house on Maple Drive, Boise, Idaho. The air cold, musty, smelling of old books and something acrid, like burnt hair lingering in the corners, the stench knotting my stomach, making my eyes burn. The furnace rattles, its jagged, casting flickering shadows across the wood-paneled walls, my Motorola flip phone buzzing on the end table, a missed call flashing, each vibration a splinter in my ribs. It's June 12th, 2011, 10:20 p.m. My babysitting job for the Wilsons' kids, Ella, 7, and Noah, 4, winding down, my hands sore from coloring books, mind frayed from dodging student loans and my dad's rants about my dead-end path. The kids are tucked in upstairs, their breathing soft through the baby monitor, but my heart's racing, skin crawling like spiders under it, because the house feels wrong. I've been babysitting here since March 2011, after answering a flyer at the library. Mr. Wilson's quiet, always tipping generously, but the house's shadows seem to move, stretching too long, too human. Tonight, the air's heavy, like it's breathing with me. When I see a handprint on the window, my blood chills, my breath ragged, like the air's turned to smoke. It's black, smudged, not quite human, time-stamped on the glass, June 12th, 2011, 10 p.m. My name, Lila, scratched beside it. The marks hissing, smelling of ash, like something burned alive. I wipe it, hands trembling, but another appears on the mirror, my name deeper, shadows swirling, spelling my fears, flunking my exams, lying to my dad about my job, my dread of being forgotten in Boise sprawl. My neighbor Jake texts my phone, voice shaking. Lila, I saw hands outside the Wilsons' house. It's timestamped June 11th, 2011, 9:15 p.m. A photo of the backyard, my shadow inside, handprints on the fence, my name in ash, pulsing alive. The air thickens, furnace choking, shadows stretching, hands forming, fingers long, claw-like, my name in their rustle, hungry, like something ancient slithering through the walls. I check the back door. It's locked, but claw marks scar the wood, fresh, deep. A shadow moves outside, too tall, fingers twitching, eyes glowing like embers, my name in its breath. I dial the Wilsons' landline, fingers slipping, but Mr. Wilson's voice crackles. Lila, stay away from the shadows. His tone off. Too cold. My phone buzzes, a voicemail from an unknown number, a low growl chanting my name, mixed with Noah's whimpers, recorded inside the house. My skin stings, cuts opening on my arms, ash seeping, like the shadows' claws carving me. My pulse a drumbeat of their rustle. Jake texts, I'm coming. But the monitor shows Ella's room, handprints on her walls, my name in ash. The house hums, walls pulsing, shadows curling into hands, grabbing, my name in their grip, my thoughts fraying, my mom's worry, failing my classes, my fears, pulling me deeper. The shadows hunger a trap I can't escape. I'm trembling, pacing the hallway. The shadows rustle louder, my name a growl, sharp, like knives in my ears. It's 10:45 p.m. The kid's still asleep, but the monitor flickers, showing Noah's room, hands smudging the walls, my name scratched into the bed frame, ash swirling alive. I grab a flashlight, heart pounding, and creep upstairs, the floorboards groaning, air thick with that burnt smell, like flesh charring. Ella's room is freezing, her blankets tossed, handprints on her pillow, my name in ash, pulsing. I snatch a blanket, ash burning my hands, cuts forming, ash oozing, my name in the stains. Noah's room has more handprints, my name carved into the wall, shadows moving, forming my face. I call Jake, voice shaking. The shadows are alive. He's doubtful. Lila, it's just lights. But I know it's paranormal. The hand's not human, tied to something dark, ravenous, knowing my every secret. I search the house, finding a locked attic door, my name scratched into it, ash hissing, spelling trapped. I force it open, flashlight trembling, revealing old photos, faces scratched out, my name scrawled in ash, timestamp June 12th, 2011. Jake arrives, pounding the door. Lila, open up. But the shadows rustle drowns him, hands forming, clawing at me, my name in their grip. I show him the photos, his face paling. We need help. But the police won't buy living shadows. I know it. The air grows colder, shadows thickening, hands stretching, ash seeping, my name in the ooze, the house alive, my curiosity a chain, the shadows' hunger growing, my thoughts unraveling, my fears exposed. It's midnight, the shadows growl deafening, the house shaking, walls cracking, ash swirling, forming faces, Ella, Noah, Jake, eyes glowing, hands reaching, my name in their claws. I drag Jake to the living room, showing him the hands, now crawling, ash dripping, my name in their steps. He yells, "This can't be real." But a hand grabs him, claw slicing his arm, ash streaming, my name in the wound. We call the police, my voice breaking, but Officer Reed scoffs. Prank calls waste time. I try Mr. Wilson again, his voice sharp. "You touched the attic, Lila." The shadows grow stronger, their growl a roar, my name pulsing, lights flickering, hands forming, claws slashing, my name in their bite. Jake and I barricade the kids' rooms. They're breathing ragged, hands piling at the doors, clawing, ash seeping under, spelling my name. I find a pastor's number, Pastor Green, and call, begging him to come. He arrives at 1:30 a.m., June 13th, 2011, his face grim, but the hands swarm, claws snapping, ash dripping, my name in their eyes. He prays, but the shadows laugh, echoing my secrets, proving they're not just shadows, something ancient, feeding on me. Jake, bleeding, shouts, "Burn the photos." But the hands grow, ash pooling, my name in the flood, the house shaking, walls crumbling, my thoughts, my dad's anger, my failures, my isolation, fueling their power. Pastor Green bolts, yelling, "I can't stop this," leaving us. The shadows unstoppable, their growl a scream, my name locking us into the fight. The kids waking, screaming, their eyes reflecting my name, ash black, alive. It's 2:30 a.m., the hands crawling, claws chattering, ash streaming, the house a maze of shadows, my name everywhere, pulsing alive. Jake and I grab the kids, Ella sobbing, Noah clinging, and run to the attic, hands swarming, claws slashing, ash splattering, my name in the wounds. We find a fireplace, its embers faint, and I throw photos inside, ash burning, screams echoing my name, but more hands come, claws sinking into my legs, ash pooling, my name carved in my flesh. Jake swings a crowbar, smashing hands, ash hissing, but they reform, their growl louder, my secrets feeding them. I find a photo of me, claws grabbing my face, ash dripping, my name in its eyes, and I realize it's my fear, my guilt, holding me back. I tear it, screaming, and smear my blood across it, defying the shadows, my name breaking in my throat. The hands shriek, dissolving into ash, the house stilling, the kids safe. But my reflection in a mirror shows ash in my eyes, my name faint, pulsing. Dawn breaks, June 13th, 2011, 5:45 a.m. The house quiet, Boise skyline dim, my legs scarred, arms raw, the growl gone. Neighbors gather, whispering about the noise, their eyes clear, no ash. Jake's arm is bandaged and he nods, "We're okay." I take the kids to a neighbor's, the Wilsons silent, their phone off. At home, I check my mirror, heart racing, no ash, but my reflection blinks, my name a whisper in my mind. I paint over every mirror, move to a new city, and live alone, avoiding shadows, but my eyes sometimes flicker with ash. Reminder I carry the shadow's mark, my name theirs, faintly, forever. The bleeding walls. I'm slumped on a worn couch, a two-story house on Pine Street, Spokane, Washington. The air damp, heavy, smelling of mildew and something coppery, like blood seeping from the walls. The stench clawing my throat, making my eyes sting. The radiator gurgles, its clank uneven, casting rippling shadows across the faded wallpaper. My LG flip phone silent on the coffee table, its screen dim, each creak a knife in my chest. It's June 15th, 2011, 9:50 p.m. My babysitting gig for the Carter's kids, Sophie, 6, and Ben, 3, nearly over. My hands tired from building pillow forts, mind frayed from dodging rent and my sister's lectures about my wasted youth. The kids are asleep upstairs, their breath soft through the baby monitor, but my heart's hammering, skin crawling like worms under it, because the house feels alive, watching me. I've been babysitting here since January 2011, after meeting Mrs. Carter at a community center. She's kind, always leaving snacks, but the house's walls have stains, dark patches that seem to spread. Tonight, the air's thick, like it's bleeding. When I see the red smear on the kitchen wall, my blood freezes, my breath shallow, like the air's turned to mist. It's wet, dripping my name, Katie, scrawled in blood. Timestamp June 15th, 2011, 9:20 p.m. Smells sharp, like iron and rot. Hissing, spelling my secrets. Stealing from my roommate. Failing my art class, my fear of being nothing. I scrub it, hands shaking, but another smear appears in the hallway. My name deeper, blood pooling, forming my face. My friend Mia texts my phone, her voice panicked. Katie, I saw blood on the Carter's porch. It's timestamp June 14th, 2011, 10:30 p.m. A photo of the front door, my silhouette inside, my name in blood, pulsing alive. The air chokes me, radiator stuttering, shadows stretching, blood dripping from the ceiling, my name in its flow, hungry, like something ancient seeping through the plaster. I check the front door. It's locked, but blood oozes under, my name in the stains, claw marks beside it. A shadow moves outside, too thin, eyes glowing red, lips dripping blood, whispering my name. I dial the Carter's landline, fingers trembling, but Mrs. Carter's voice crackles. Katie, don't touch the walls. Her tone cold, wrong. My phone buzzes, a voicemail from an unknown number, a wet gurgle chanting my name, mixed with Ben's snores, recorded inside the house. My skin burns, cuts opening on my arms, blood seeping, like the walls' hunger carving me. My pulse a drumbeat of their drip. Mia texts, I'm coming over. But the monitor shows Sophie's room, blood smearing her walls, my name in red. The house pulses, walls bleeding, shadows curling into claws, my name in their grip, my thoughts fraying. My mom's disappointment, failing my dreams, my fears, pulling me deeper. The blood's hunger a trap. I'm shaking, pacing the dining room. The bloods drip louder, my name a wail, like glass in my skull. It's 10:30 p.m., the kid's still asleep, but the monitor flickers, showing Ben's room, blood pooling on his floor, my name scratched into the bed frame, red swirling alive. I grab a flashlight, heart pounding, and creep upstairs. The stairs slick, air thick with that coppery stench, like flesh rotting. Sophie's room is freezing, her blankets soaked, blood dripping from the ceiling, my name in the stains. I touch it, blood burning my hands, cuts forming, red oozing, my name pulsing. Ben's room has more blood, my name carved into the wall, shadows moving, forming my face. I call Mia, voice breaking. The walls are bleeding. She's skeptical. Katie, it's pain, calm down. But I know it's paranormal, the blood alive, tied to something ravenous, knowing my shame. I search the house, finding a locked basement door, my name scratched into it, blood hissing, spelling mine. I pry it open, flashlight shaking, revealing walls coated in blood, My name scrawled everywhere. Timestamp June 15th, 2011. Mia arrives, banging the door. Katie, let me in. But the blood's drip drowns her, claws forming, slashing at me. My name in their grip. I show her the basement, her face paling. We need the cops. But Spokane police won't believe bleeding walls. The air grows colder, blood thickening, claws stretching. My name in the ooze, the house alive, my curiosity a chain, the blood's hunger growing, my thoughts unraveling. It's 11:45 p.m. The blood's wail deafening, the house shaking, walls cracking, blood swirling, forming faces, Sophie, Ben, Mia, eyes glowing, claws reaching. My name in their drip. I drag Mia to the kitchen, showing her the blood, now flowing, my name in its streams. She screams, "This isn't real." But a claw slashes her arm, blood streaming, my name in the wound. We call the police, my voice shaking, but Officer Grant scoffs. Vandalism? File a report. I try Mrs. Carter again, her voice sharp. You touched the basement, Katie. The blood grows stronger, its wail a roar, my name pulsing, lights flickering, claws slashing, my name in their bite. Mia and I barricade the kids' rooms. They're breathing ragged, blood seeping under, spelling my name. I find a pastor's number, Pastor Lee, and call, begging him to come. He arrives at 1:15 a.m., June 16th, 2011, his face grim, but the blood swarms, claws snapping, red dripping, my name in their eyes. He prays, but the blood laughs, echoing my secrets, proving it's not just blood, something ancient, feeding on me. Mia, bleeding, shouts, "We need to flood it." But the blood grows, pooling, my name in the flood, the house shaking, walls collapsing, my thoughts, my sister's worry, my failures, my isolation, fueling its power. Pastor Lee flees, yelling, "I can't stop this," leaving us. The blood unstoppable, its wail a scream, my name locking us into the fight. The kids waking, screaming, their eyes reflecting my name, blood red alive. It's 2:45 a.m., the blood flowing, claws chattering, red streaming, the house a maze of crimson, my name everywhere, pulsing alive. Mia and I grab the kids, Sophie sobbing, Ben clinging, and run to the basement, blood swarming, claws slashing, red splattering, my name in the wounds. We find a drain, its flow weak, and I pour water, blood diluting, screams echoing my name, but more comes, claws sinking into my legs, blood pooling, my name carved in my flesh. Mia swings a wrench, smashing claws, blood hissing, but they reform, their wail louder, my secrets feeding them. I find a blood clot shaped like me, claws grabbing my face, red dripping, my name in its eyes, and I realize it's my guilt, my shame, holding me back. I stab it with a shard of glass, blood gushing, the clot dissolving, the house groaning. The blood recedes, claws melting, my name fading, the kids safe, but a red stain lingers on my palm, pulsing faintly. Dawn breaks, June 16th, 2011, 5:50 a.m. The house still, Spokane skyline misty, my legs scarred, arms raw, the wail gone. Neighbors gather, murmuring about the mess, their eyes clear, no blood. Mia's arm is bandaged and she whispers, "We survived." I take the kids to a neighbor's. The Carter's gone, their phone disconnected. At home, I scrub my hands, but the stain remains, my name faintly etched. I tattoo over it a flower and move to Seattle, starting fresh, but sometimes my palm itches, blood seeping under the ink. My name a whisper I can't erase, a mark I carry forever. The scratching floorboards. I'm hunched over a rickety chair in a creaky bungalow on Elm Street, Salem, Oregon. The air chilly, musty, smelling of damp wood and something sour, like vinegar rotting in the cracks, the stench twisting my gut, making my nose burn. The floorboards groan, their creak uneven, casting jagged shadows across the peeling linoleum. My Samsung flip phone buzzing on the counter, a text flashing, each vibration a hook in my spine. It's June 18th, 2011, 10:05 p.m. My babysitting job for the Harrisons' kids, Zoe, 9, and Liam, 6, almost done. My hands sore from board games, mind frayed from dodging car payments, and my brother's jabs about my slacker life. The kids are asleep upstairs. Their snores faint through the baby monitor, but my heart's pounding, skin prickling like needles under it, because the house feels wrong. I've been babysitting here since April 2011, after meeting Mrs. Harrison at a coffee shop. She's warm, always leaving pies, but the house's floorboards creak too much, like something's moving beneath. Tonight, the air's heavy, like it's alive. When I hear scratching under the kitchen floor, my blood chills, my breath ragged, like the air's turned to dust. It's sharp, claw-like my name, Ava, scratched into the floor. Timestamp June 18th, 2011, 9:40 p.m. The sound grating, smelling of rot, like bones crumbling. I sweep it, hands trembling, but another scratch appears in the hallway. My name deeper, splinters rising, spelling my sins, lying to my boss, failing my driving test, my fear of being trapped in Salem's rain. My co-worker Tess texts my phone, voice frantic. Ava, I heard scratching outside the Harrisons' house. It's timestamp June 17th, 2011, 10 p.m. A photo of the porch, my silhouette inside, my name in splinters, pulsing alive. The air thickens, floorboards buckling, shadows stretching, claws scraping beneath, my name in their grind, hungry, like something ancient clawing through the wood. I check the back door. It's locked, but scratches mark the frame, deep fresh. A shadow moves outside too low, eyes glowing yellow, claws scraping, whispering my name. I dial the Harrisons' landline, fingers slipping, but Mrs. Harrison's voice crackles. Ava, don't touch the floor. Her tone sharp, not her usual warmth. My phone buzzes, a voicemail from an unknown number, a rasping scratch chanting my name, mixed with Zoe's snores, recorded inside the house. My skin stings, splinters piercing my arms, blood seeping, like the floor's claws carving me. My pulse a drumbeat of their grind. Tess texts, I'm coming. But the monitor shows Liam's room, scratches on the floor, my name in splinters. The house groans, floorboards splitting, shadows curling into claws. My name in their grip, my thoughts fraying. My mom's worry, failing my job, my fears, pulling me deeper, the scratching a trap. I'm trembling, pacing the living room, the scratching louder, my name a rasp, like nails in my skull. It's 10:40 p.m., the kid's still asleep, but the monitor flickers, showing Zoe's room, splinters rising, my name scratched into the bed frame, with pulsing alive. I grab a flashlight, heart pounding, and creep upstairs, the stairs splintering, air thick with that rotting stench, like flesh decaying. Zoe's room is cold, her blankets torn, scratches on the floor, my name in splinters pulsing. I touch it, splinters piercing my hands, blood oozing, my name grating. Liam's room has more scratches, my name carved into the wall, shadows moving, forming my face. I call Tess, voice breaking. The floor's alive. She's doubtful, Ava, it's termites. But I know it's paranormal, the scratches not natural, tied to something ravenous, knowing my shame. I search the house, finding a locked crawlspace door, my name scratched into it, splinters hissing, spelling beneath. I pry it open, flashlight shaking, revealing a dirt floor covered in scratches, my name everywhere. Timestamp June 18th, 2011. Tess arrives, banging the door. Ava, let me in. But the scratching drowns her, claws rising, slashing at me, my name in their grip. I show her the crawlspace, her face paling. We need help. But Salem police won't believe scratching floors. The air grows colder, splinters thickening, claws stretching, my name in the dust, the house alive, my curiosity a chain, the scratching's hunger growing, my thoughts unraveling. It's midnight, the scratching deafening, the house shaking, floorboard splitting, splinters swirling, forming faces, Zoe, Liam, Tess, eyes glowing, claws reaching, my name in their grind. I drag Tess to the kitchen, showing the scratches, now rising, my name in their patterns. She screams, "This isn't real!" But a claw slashes her arm, splinters streaming, my name in the wound. We call the police, my voice shaking, but Officer Holt scoffs. Kids playing pranks. I try Mrs. Harrison again, her voice sharp. "You touched the crawl space, Ava." The scratching grows stronger, its rasp a roar, my name pulsing, lights flickering, claws slashing, my name in their bite. Tess and I barricade the kids' rooms. They're breathing ragged, splinters seeping under, spelling my name. I find a priest's number, Father Cole, and call, begging him to come. He arrives at 1:45 a.m., June 19th, 2011, his face stern, but the claws swarm, splinters snapping, blood dripping, my name in their eyes. He prays, but the scratching laughs, echoing my secrets, proving it's not just wood, something ancient, feeding on me. Tess, bleeding, shouts, "Smash the floor!" But the claws grow, splinters pooling, my name in the dust, the house shaking, floors collapsing, my thoughts, my brother's anger, my failures, my isolation, fueling its power. Father Cole flees, yelling, "This is beyond salvation," leaving us, the scratching unstoppable, its rasp a scream, my name locking us into the fight. The kids waking, screaming, their eyes reflecting my name, splinter brown alive. It's 3 a.m., the claws scraping, splinters chattering, blood streaming, the house a maze of wood, my name everywhere, pulsing alive. Tess and I grab the kids, Zoe sobbing, Liam clinging, and run to the crawl space, claws swarming, splinters slashing, blood splattering, my name in the wounds. We find a loose board, its grain weak, and I pry it up, splinters flying, screams echoing my name, but more claws rise, piercing my legs, blood pooling, my name carved in my flesh. Tess swings a hammer, smashing claws, splinters hissing, but they reform, their rasp louder, my secrets feeding them. I find a board with my face, claws grabbing my skin, splinters dripping, my name in its grain, and I realize it's my fear, my guilt, holding me back. I burn the board with a lighter, flames licking, the house groaning, claws dissolving, my name fading, the kids safe. The fire spreads, forcing us out, the house collapsing behind us. Dawn breaks, June 19th, 2011, 6 a.m. The house in ashes, Salem's skyline foggy, my legs scarred, arms raw, the scratching gone. Firefighters arrive, muttering about arson, their eyes clear, no splinters. Tessa's arm is bandaged and she grips my hand. We're alive. I take the kids to a neighbor's. The Harrisons vanished, their phone dead. At home, I sweep my floor, but a splinter pricks my finger, my name faintly carved. I sell my house, move to Portland, and avoid wooden floors, but sometimes my skin stings, a splinter buried deep, my name a faint rasp, a mark I can't burn away. The flickering lights. I'm perched on a creaky stool in a split-level house on Oak Avenue, Tucson, Arizona. The air warm, dry, smelling of dust and something sharp, like ozone crackling in the wires, the stench prickling my nose, making my eyes water. The ceiling fan hums, its blades wobbling, casting jittery shadows across the tiled floor. My Nokia flip phone buzzing on the counter, a missed call flashing, each vibration a jolt in my chest. It's June 20th, 2011, 10:10 p.m. My babysitting gig for the Martinez family's kids, Isabel, 7, and Diego, for nearing its end. My hands sore from coloring cactus drawings, mind frayed from dodging tuition fees, and my aunt's rants about my lazy streak. The kids are asleep upstairs, their breath soft through the baby monitor, but my heart's racing, skin crawling like static under it, because the house feels wrong. I've been babysitting here since February 2011, after meeting Mrs. Martinez at a library book club. She's generous, always leaving tamales, but the house's lights flicker too often, bulbs buzzing like they're alive. Tonight, the air's thick, charged, like a storm's brewing inside. When the kitchen light strobes, my blood chills, my breath ragged, like the air's turned to sparks. The bulb pulses my name, Elena. Etched in the glass. Timestamp June 20th, 2011, 9:50 p.m. The flicker hissing. Smelling of burnt wire. Spelling my secrets. Cheating on my finals. Lying to my aunt about my savings. My fear of fading into Tucson's heat. I tap it. Hands trembling. But the living room light flares. My name brighter. Sparks flying. Forming my silhouette. My cousin Rosa texts my phone. Voice panicked. Elena. The Martinez house lights are flashing like crazy. It's timestamp June 19th, 2011, 10:15 p.m. A photo of the window, my shadow inside, my name in electric arcs, pulsing alive. The air crackles, fans stuttering, shadows dancing, light strobing my name, hungry, like something ancient sparking through the wires. I check the front door. It's locked, but scorch marks scar the frame. Fresh, crackling. A shadow moves outside, too angular, eyes glowing white, sparks trailing, whispering my name. I dial the Martinez landline, fingers slipping, but Mrs. Martinez's voice crackles. Elena, don't touch the lights. Her tone sharp, unlike her usual warmth. My phone buzzes, voicemail from an unknown number, a buzzing hum chanting my name, mixed with Diego's snores, recorded inside the house. My skin burns, sparks jumping to my arms, blisters forming, like the light's hunger searing me. My pulse a drumbeat of their buzz. Rosa texts, I'm coming over. But the monitor shows Isabel's room, lights flashing, my name in the bulbs. The house hums, wire sparking, shadows curling into electric claws, my name in their grip, my thoughts fraying. My mom's worry, failing my dreams, my fears, pulling me deeper. The lights hunger a trap. I'm trembling, pacing the hallway. The flickering louder, my name abuzz, like static in my skull. It's 10:45 p.m. The kid's still asleep, but the monitor glitches, showing Diego's room, lights pulsing, my name etched in the ceiling, sparks swirling alive. I grab a flashlight, heart pounding, and creep upstairs, stairs humming, air thick with that ozone stench, like wires frying. Isabel's room is hot, her blanket singed, lights strobing, my name in the glow, pulsing. I touch a bulb, sparks burning my hands, blisters forming, my name crackling. Diego's room has more lights, my name etched in the fixtures, shadows moving, forming my face. I call Rosa, voice breaking. The lights are alive. She's skeptical. Elena, it's a power surge. I know it's paranormal. The light's not normal, tied to something electric, ravenous, knowing my shame. I search the house, finding a lock fuse box in the garage, my name scorched into it, sparks hissing, spelling plugged. I pry it open, flashlight shaking, revealing wires twisted into my name, timestamp June 20th, 2011, glowing red hot. Rosa arrives, banging the door. Elena, let me in. But the buzzing drowns her, sparks flying, clawing at me, my name in their arc. I show her the fuse box, her face paling. We need an electrician. But Tucson police won't buy living lights. The air grows hotter, sparks thickening, claws stretching, my name in the blaze, the house alive, my curiosity a chain, the light's hunger growing, my thoughts unraveling. It's 11:50 p.m., the buzzing deafening, the house shaking, wires sparking, lights strobing, forming faces, Isabel, Diego, Rosa, eyes glowing, claws reaching, my name in their arcs. I drag Rosa to the living room, showing the lights, now pulsing, my name in their flashes. She screams, "This isn't real." But a spark jumps, burning her arm, my name in the blister. We call the police, my voice shaking, but Officer Lopez scoffs. Electrical fault? Call tomorrow. I try Mrs. Martinez again, her voice sharp. You touched the fuse box, Elena. The lights grow stronger. There buzz a roar, my name pulsing, shadows slashing, my name in their burn. Rosa and I barricade the kids' rooms, their breathing uneven, sparks jumping under the doors, spelling my name. I find an electrician's number in the Martinez address book, Mr. Gomez, and call, begging him to come. He arrives at 1:20 a.m., June 21st, 2011. his face skeptical, but the sparks swarm, claws snapping, my name in their glow. He tries cutting the power, but the lights laugh, echoing my secrets, proving they're not just electricity, something ancient, feeding on me. Rosa, blistered, yells, "Cut the wires!" But the sparks grow, wires coiling, my name in the blaze, the house shaking, walls scorching my thoughts, my aunt's anger, my failures, my isolation, fueling their power. Mr. Gomez flees, shouting, "This isn't wiring," leaving us, the lights unstoppable, there buzz a scream, my name locking us into the fight, the kids waking, screaming, their eyes reflecting my name, electric white alive. It's 2:50 a.m., the lights flashing, claws sparking, heat streaming, the house a maze of electricity, my name everywhere, pulsing alive. Rosa and I grab the kids, Isabel sobbing, Diego clinging, and run to the garage, sparks swarming, claws burning, blisters bursting, my name in wounds. We find the main breaker, its wires glowing, and I yank them out, sparks flying, screams echoing my name, but more lights flare, claws searing my legs, blisters pooling, my name burned in my flesh. Rosa swings a wrench, smashing bulbs, sparks hissing, but they reform. Their buzz louder, my secrets feeding them. I find a wire twisted into my face, claws sparking my skin, my name in its glow, and I realize it's my fear, my guilt, holding me back. I pour water over the breaker, screaming, the sparks shorting, house darkening, claws fading, my name silenced, the kids safe. The lights die, but a faint buzz lingers in my ears, my name a hum. Dawn breaks, June 21st, 2011, 6:10 a.m. The house dim, Tucson skyline hazy, my legs blistered, arms raw, the buzz gone. Neighbors gather, muttering about power outages, their eyes clear, no sparks. Rosa's arm is bandaged and she hugs me. We're okay. I take the kids to a neighbor's, the Martinez family unreachable, their phone dead. At home, I avoid outlets, but my fingers tingle, my name faintly humming in my skin. I become an electrician's apprentice, learning to ground wires, moving to Phoenix, but every flickering bulb makes my heart race. My name a faint spark in my veins, a current I can't cut. The crawling threads. I'm sprawled on a tattered armchair in a colonial house on Birch Lane, Albany, New York. The air damp, musty, smelling of old fabric and something sour, like thread rotting in the seams. The stench twists in my stomach, making my eyes sting. The radiator hisses, its clank uneven, casting wavering shadows across the hardwood floor. My LG flip phone buzzing on the side table, a text flashing, each vibration a splinter in my ribs. It's June 24th, 2011, 10 p.m. My babysitting gig for the Reynolds kids, Ava, 6, and Owen, 3, almost done. My hands tired from playing dress up, mind frayed from dodging student loans, and my mom's rants about my wasted potential. The kids are asleep upstairs, their breath soft through the baby monitor, but my heart's racing, skin crawling like threads under it, because the house feels wrong. I've been babysitting here since January 2011, after meeting Mrs. Reynolds at a farmer's market. She's sweet, always leaving muffins, but the house's curtains move too much, like something stitching them. Tonight, the air's heavy, like it's weaving. When I hear threads snapping in the living room, my blood chills, my breath ragged, like the air's turned to lint. The curtains twitch my name, Clara, sewn into the fabric. Timestamp June 24th, 2011, 9:40 p.m. The sound sharp, smelling of rot, spelling my secrets, lying to my professor, failing my history exam, my fear of being trapped in Albany's gray. I tug them, hands trembling, but the bedroom curtains writhe, my name tighter, threads coiling, forming my silhouette. My friend Leah texts my phone, voice panicked. "Clara, the Reynolds curtains are moving." It's timestamp June 23rd, 2011, 10:20 p.m. A photo of the window, my shadow inside, my name in stitches, pulsing alive. The air thickens, radiator choking, shadows stretching, threads crawling, My name in their weave, hungry, like something ancient sewing through the walls. I check the front door. It's locked, but threads dangle from a frame. My name in the knots, needle marks beside it. A shadow moves outside, too thin, eyes glowing silver, threads trailing, whispering my name. I dial the Reynolds landline, fingers slipping, but Mrs. Reynolds' voice crackles. "Clara, don't touch the curtains." Her tone cold, not her usual warmth. My phone buzzes, a voicemail from an unknown number, a snapping thread chanting my name, mixed with Owen's snores, recorded inside the house. My skin stings, threads piercing my arms, blood seeping, like the curtain's hunger sewing me. My pulse a drumbeat of their snap. Leah texts, "I'm coming." But the monitor shows Ava's room, threads crawling on her walls, my name in stitches. The house hums, walls pulsing, shadows curling into needle-like claws, my name in their grip, my thoughts fraying. My dad's disappointment, failing my dreams, my fears, pulling me deeper. The threads hunger a trap. I'm trembling, pacing the hallway. The threads snap louder, my name a hiss, like needles in my skull. It's 10:35 p.m. The kid's still asleep, but the monitor flickers, showing Owen's room. Threads coiling on his floor, my name sewn in the bed frame, fabric pulsing alive. I grab a flashlight, heart pounding, and creep upstairs, the stairs creaking, air thick with that rotting stench, like fabric decaying. Ava's room is cold, her blankets tangled, threads stitching the ceiling, my name in their weave, pulsing. I touch them, threads piercing my hands, blood oozing, my name snapping. Owen's room has more threads, my name sewn in the wall, shadows moving, forming my face. I call Leah, voice breaking. The curtains are alive. She's skeptical. "Clara, it's just drafts." I know it's paranormal. The thread's not natural, tied to something ravenous, knowing my shame. I search the house, finding a locked attic door, my name stitched into it. Threads hissing, spelling woven. I pry it open, flashlight shaking, revealing spools of thread, my name sewn in each. Timestamp June 24th, 2011. Leah arrives, banging the door. "Clara, let me in." The thread snap drowns her, needles rising, piercing me, my name in their grip. I show her the attic, her face paling. "We need help." But Albany police won't believe living threads. The air grows colder, threads thickening, needles stretching, my name in the weave. The house alive, my curiosity a chain, the threads hunger growing, my thoughts unraveling. It's 11:50 p.m. The threads is deafening, the house shaking, curtains writhing, needles swirling, forming faces, Ava, Owen, Leah, eyes glowing, claws reaching, my name in their stitches. I drag Leah to the living room, showing the threads, now crawling, my name in their patterns. She screams, "This isn't real." But a needle pierces her arm, blood streaming, my name in the wound. We call the police, my voice shaking, but Officer Dunn scoffs. "Vandalism? File a report." I try Mrs. Reynolds again, her voice sharp. "You touched the attic, Clara." The threads grow stronger, their hiss a roar, my name pulsing, shadows slashing, my name in their bite. Leah and I barricade the kids' rooms, their breathing ragged, thread seeping under, spelling my name. I find a priest's number, Father Grant, and call, begging him to come. He arrives at 1:25 a.m., June 25th, 2011, his face stern, but the threads swarm, needles snapping, blood dripping, my name in their eyes. He prays, but the threads laugh, echoing my secrets, proving they're not just fabric, something ancient, feeding on me. Leah, bleeding, shouts, "Cut the threads!" But the needles grow, threads coiling, my name in the weave, the house shaking, walls unraveling my thoughts, my mom's worry, my failures, my isolation, fueling their power. Father Grant flees, yelling, "This is beyond me," leaving us, the threads unstoppable, their hiss a scream, my name locking us into the fight, the kids waking, screaming, their eyes reflecting my name, thread silver alive. It's 2:45 a.m., the threads crawling, needles chattering, blood streaming, the house a maze of fabric, my name everywhere, pulsing alive. Leah and I grab the kids, Ava sobbing, Owen clinging, and run to the attic, threads swarming, needles piercing, blood splattering, my name in the wounds. We find a spool, its threads glowing, and I cut it with scissors, thread snapping, screams echoing my name, but more rise, needles stabbing my legs, blood pooling, my name sewn in my flesh. Leah swings a knife, slashing threads, blood hissing, but they reform. Their hiss louder, my secrets feeding them. I find a spool with my face, needles piercing my skin, my name in its weave, and I realize it's my fear, my guilt, holding me back. I unravel it, screaming, threads dissolving, the house stilling, needles fading, my name silenced, the kids safe. The fabric falls, but a faint stitch lingers in my palm, my name a hum. Dawn breaks, June 25th, 2011, 6:20 a.m. The house quiet, Albany skyline foggy, my legs scarred, arms raw, the threads gone. Neighbors gather, muttering about the noise, their eyes clear, no stitches. Leah's arm is bandaged and she grips my hand. We survived. I take the kids to a neighbor's, the Reynolds gone, their phone dead. At home, I check my clothes, heart racing, no threads, but my skin itches, my name faintly stitched. I become a seamstress, mastering needles, moving to Syracuse, but every loose thread makes my heart skip. My name a faint stitch in my fingers, a weave I can't cut. The rustling leaves. I'm curled up on a sagging sofa in a craftsman house on Willow Street, Asheville, North Carolina. The air cool, damp, smelling of wet earth and something bitter, like leaves rotting in the yard. The stench knotting my stomach, making my eyes burn. The windows rattle, their creak uneven, casting shifting shadows across the oak floor. My Samsung flip phone buzzing on the coffee table, a text flashing, each vibration a thorn in my chest. It's June 26th, 2011, 10:15 p.m. My babysitting job for the Bennett family's kids, Lila, 7, and Finn, 4, nearing its end. My hands sore from crafting paper airplanes, mind frayed from dodging rent and my sister's lectures about my aimless life. The kids are asleep upstairs, their breath soft through the baby monitor, but my heart's pounding, skin crawling like leaves under it, because the house feels alive watching. I've been babysitting here since February 2011, after meeting Mrs. Bennett at a craft fair. She's warm, always leaving scones, but the backyard's trees rustle too much, like they're whispering. Tonight, the air's heavy, like it's breathing. When the leaves outside hiss my name, my blood chills, my breath ragged, like the air's turned to mulch. The leaves swirl my name, Maya, scratched in the dirt. Timestamp June 26th, 2011, 9:45 p.m. The sound sharp, smelling of rot, spelling my secrets, skipping work, failing my art class, my fear of fading in Asheville's hills. I sweep them, hands trembling, but the backyard trees writhe, my name deeper, leaves falling, forming my silhouette. My friend Zoe texts my phone, voice panicked. Maya, the Bennett's trees are moving weird. It's timestamp June 25th, 2011, 10:30 p.m. A photo of the yard, my shadow inside, my name in leaves, pulsing alive. The air thickens, windows rattling, shadows stretching, leaves crawling, my name in their rustle, hungry, like something ancient stirring in the earth. I check the back door. It's locked, but leaves pile against it. My name in the dirt, claw marks beside it. A shadow moves outside, too tall, eyes glowing green, leaves trailing, whispering my name. I dial the Bennett's landline, fingers slipping, but Mrs. Bennett's voice crackles. Maya, don't touch the leaves. Her tone cold, not her usual warmth. My phone buzzes, a voicemail from an unknown number, a rustling chant of my name, mixed with Finn's snores, recorded inside the house. My skin stings, leaves scratching my arms, blood seeping, like the trees' hunger carving me. My pulse a drumbeat of their rustle. Zoe texts, I'm coming, But the monitor shows Lila's room, leaves piling at her window, my name in their pattern. The house hums, walls pulsing, shadows curling into leafy claws, my name in their grip, my thoughts fraying, my mom's worry, failing my dreams, my fears, pulling me deeper. The leaves hunger a trap. I'm trembling, pacing the kitchen, the rustling louder, my name a hiss, like wind in my skull. It's 10:50 p.m., the kid's still asleep, but the monitor flickers, showing Finn's room, leaves spilling on his floor, my name scratched in the bed frame, dirt pulsing alive. I grab a flashlight, heart pounding, and creep upstairs, the stairs creaking, air thick with that rotting stench, like earth decaying. Lila's room is cold, her blankets covered in leaves, my name in their pile, pulsing. I touch them, leaves cutting my hands, blood oozing, my name rustling. Finn's room has more leaves, my name scratched in the wall, shadows moving, forming my face. I call Zoe, voice breaking. The leaves are alive. She's skeptical, Maya, it's just wind. But I know it's paranormal, the leaves not natural, tied to something ravenous, knowing my shame. I search the house, finding a locked greenhouse door in the backyard, my name scratched in the glass, leaves hissing, spelling rooted. I pry it open, flashlight shaking, revealing piles of leaves, my name scratched in each. Timestamp June 26th, 2011. Zoe arrives, banging the door. Maya, let me in. But the rustling drowns her, leaves rising, clawing at me, my name in their grip. I show her the greenhouse, her face paling. We need help. But Asheville police won't believe living leaves. The air grows colder, leaves thickening, claws stretching, my name in the dirt, the house alive, my curiosity a chain, the leaves hunger growing, my thoughts unraveling. It's 12:05 a.m., the rustling deafening, the house shaking, leaves swirling, forming faces, Lila, Finn, Zoe, eyes glowing, claws reaching, my name in their pattern. I drag Zoe to the yard, showing the leaves, now crawling, my name in their piles. She screams, "This isn't real." But a leafy claw slashes her arm, blood streaming, my name in the wound. We call the police, my voice shaking, but Officer Reed scoffs. Kids playing pranks. I try Mrs. Bennett again, her voice sharp. You touched the greenhouse, Maya. The leaves grow stronger, their rustle a roar, my name pulsing, shadows slashing, my name in their bite. Zoe and I barricade the kids' rooms, their breathing ragged, leaves seeping under, spelling my name. I find a gardener's number, Mr. Cole, and call, begging him to come. He arrives at 1:40 a.m., June 27th, 2011, his face grim, but the leaves swarm, claws snapping, dirt dripping, my name in their eyes. He tries burning them, but the leaves laugh, echoing my secrets, proving they're not just foliage, something ancient, feeding on me. Zoe, bleeding, shouts, "Burn the trees!" But the leaves grow, dirt pooling, my name in the pile, the house shaking, walls crumbling, my thoughts, my sister's anger, my failures, my isolation, fueling their power. Mr. Cole flees, yelling, "This isn't natural!" Leaving us, the leaves unstoppable, their rustle a scream, my name locking us into the fight, the kids waking, screaming, their eyes reflecting my name, leaf green alive. It's 3 a.m., the leaves crawling, claws chattering, dirt streaming, the house a maze of foliage, my name everywhere, pulsing alive. Zoe and I grab the kids, Lila sobbing, Finn clinging, and run to the greenhouse, leaves swarming, claws slashing, dirt splattering, my name in the wounds. We find a root, its tendrils glowing, and I hack it with an axe, leaves falling, screams echoing my name, but more rise, claws piercing my legs, dirt pooling, my name scratched in my flesh. Zoe swings a shovel, smashing leaves, dirt hissing, but they reform, their rustle louder, my secrets feeding them. I find a root with my face, claws grabbing my skin, my name in its grain, and I realize it's my fear, my guilt, holding me back. I salt the earth, screaming, the leaves wilting, the house stilling, claws fading, My name silenced, the kids safe. The dirt settles, but a faint rustle lingers in my hair. My name a hum. Dawn breaks, June 27th, 2011, 6:25 a.m. The house quiet, Asheville's skyline misty. My legs scarred, arms raw, the rustling gone. Neighbors gather, muttering about the mess, their eyes clear, no leaves. Zoe's arm is bandaged and she hugs me. We're okay. I take the kids to a neighbor's. The Bennett's gone, their phone dead. At home, I check my hair, heart racing, no leaves, but my scalp itches, my name faintly rustling. I become a gardener, planting only flowers, moving to Charlotte, but every falling leaf makes my heart race. My name a faint whisper in my roots, a growth I can't uproot.